Well, could this be the cutest apex predator you have ever seen? The Wildcat Conservation Centre has welcomed the birth of a rare Clouded Leopard Cub, the first of its kind born in Australia. She's named Mirri, an Aboriginal word for the sun, which is fitting since she was born during Sydney's recent heatwave. And director Britton has the worst job, leading the team caring for little tiny cute Mirri, and he is here right now. Welcome!
Somebody's got to do it.
I know. A new baby. Do you feel at moments like this like a proud dad?
You do a little bit. It is really special. It's knowing that's the first time it's ever been done in Australia, and like a lot of people, we're a very small charity, so we've been doing it pretty tough over the last 6-12 months, and so to have little Mirri come along is like a bit of an early Christmas gift. It's sort of a nice reminder of why we do what we do, because they're very long days, long hours, and so, you know, when you're holding her, it makes it all worthwhile.
So how much contact are you actually having with this baby? Like, what's involved?
Yeah, well, look, we've had to literally... the goal and the aim was always for Moana, Mirri's mum, to raise her herself, which is always our goal with any of the cats. Unfortunately, she was born in the middle of that heat wave we had a few weeks back, and it seems we're having it again. And so with Moana's all her best intentions, Mirri just wasn't suckling. And so we were watching with all the cameras that we've got set up in the dens and night boxes. After 5 or 6 hours, she should have been suckling after like 1 or 2, ideally. We had to step in. And so we literally, from 6 hours old, we've had little Mirri in our care. And she was quite weak when we first got her out. So we've around the clock looking after this little baby. Anybody that's got a newborn would know what it's like.
It's a
so
slog.
there's a humidity crib, you know, there's myself and my wife and the amazing Naomi also helping out raise, so just the 3 of us. So every 2 to 3 hours, bottle feeding, burping. We're burping her.
You
So
burp?
we have to burp the little
my
cub. So
gosh.
like, you imagine she's very tiny, and so you're sort of like very gently like patting her back like this. And now that she was only 180 grams when she was first born. She's tiny. You can see the crib there. Now she's about half a kilo. So now I've gone to the more advanced, holding on my chest and burping her, and it's really nice because she can feel my heartbeat. And I'm pretty hairy.
Yeah.
Like mum. So
Like
she sort
mum.
of so she nuzzles in there, and then she often goes to sleep. So I'm sort of left.
Yeah.
You know that thing where you got the baby and you think,
nap trapped.
I don't want to move now.
Yeah.
Does she ever look for your nipple?
Look, does start migrating across there occasionally, Dave. You know, lucky I'm not lactating at the moment, so I'm safe. But yeah, so she falls asleep here often, and then you've got to try and carefully pick her up and then gently place her in the humidity crib so she can go back to sleep again.
I mean, she sounds absolutely gorgeous at the moment at only half a kilo. But how long does that cuddle window last? Because she is going to be a terrifying big cat eventually.
Yeah, look, cloud leopards get, like a female cloud leopard only gets to around 11 or 12 kilos, so not too big, and so she'll stay reasonably cuddly, if you like, for a little bit longer, and hopefully, like, the idea is in the next couple of weeks she'll move into our little cub nursery at the Wildcat Conservation Centre, so then anybody that comes out to visit can look through the nursery and basically see me with holding this. That's great. We want to come out for that, but yeah, holding this little baby and feeding her, and because that's how, being a non-for-profit, that's how we make a lot of our donations and sponsorship is by people coming out, booking a tour to learn about the work we're doing, because it's really important. We're the only organisation in Australia that is conserving these wild cats, and as you know, with the cheetahs previously, trying to get them back to the wild.
But, sorry, I just have to clarify.
Yep.
The nipple migration is not an official thing, is it? Like, we don't want people, you know...
Oh, coming out thinking they're going to see me breastfeeding a cub. No. If you're buying your tickets for that, you're going to be very disappointed. You might see me burping a cub and maybe holding a cub, but definitely no nipple action when you visit.
That's great.
Will there be a time where Mirri goes back to the wild? Like, you have to... Or will she forever now stay with you guys?
Look, with the cloud leopards, compared to earlier this year, we were the first organisation to release a cheetah back to Africa, the wild, and Edie's doing great. She's over 6 months now. She's been living as a free-roaming wild cheetah. With the cloud leopards, the program's just not there yet for them. They're a very different cat. They live in like the really dense rainforest and forest through Asia, and so we can't monitor them the same way we can monitor cheetahs in South Africa. So the program's not there yet, and that's why we need to make sure when we do get to that stage, we've got a really good insurance population in captivity that we can actually look at doing that. And so there's only, you can count on one hand how many cloud leopards were born in the world this year. And so the fact that we've got little Mirri here in Sydney, the first ever in Australia, is incredibly special.
Very cool.
Well, would you please put your hands together for Britton and his nipples?